Why can a president win electoral votes but lose popular votes? Imagine a scenario where a candidate secures the highest number of votes across the country but still does not become the next president. This situation might seem confusing at first glance, but it is rooted in the structure of the United States electoral system. Understanding how the Electoral College functions is key to grasping why this can happen. The United States employs a system called the Electoral College to elect the president. Each state is allocated a certain number of electoral votes based on its total representation in Congress, which is the sum of its United States senators and United States representatives. Every state has 2 senators, and the number of representatives is determined by the state's population. For example, California, with its large population, has 53 representatives and 2 senators, totaling 55 electoral votes. Smaller states like Wyoming, with a much smaller population, have 1 representative and 2 senators, totaling 3 electoral votes. During a presidential election, voters in each state cast ballots for their preferred candidate. In most states, the candidate who wins the majority of votes in that state is awarded all of the state's electoral votes. This method is called the winner-takes-all system. For instance, if a candidate wins 51% of the vote in a state, they receive all of that state's electoral votes, even if the remaining 49% voted for someone else. Because of this system, it is possible for a candidate to win numerous states by narrow margins and accumulate a large number of electoral votes, while losing in other states by very large margins. If the candidate who wins the most states, even with fewer total votes nationwide, can end up with more electoral votes. This is because the Electoral College emphasizes winning individual states rather than the total number of votes across the country. Additionally, the distribution of electoral votes is not perfectly proportional to the population. Some states have more electoral votes than their population would suggest, and others have fewer. This can lead to situations where a candidate wins the Electoral College but does not secure the popular vote. For example, a candidate might win the electoral votes in several less populated states by small margins, while losing heavily populated states by large margins, resulting in a higher electoral vote count but fewer total votes nationwide. In summary, the reason a candidate can win the Electoral College and become president while losing the popular vote lies in the winner-takes-all approach used by most states, the unequal distribution of electoral votes, and the focus on state-by-state victories rather than overall national vote totals. This system highlights the importance of winning individual states and explains how election outcomes can differ between the Electoral College and the popular vote.